All right, guys, this is your IWT for the day. I'm going to read through this training session real quick. Then we'll talk about strategy and the intensity with which you guys want to approach these training sessions so that you get the full benefit of them. That way you can raise your conditioning level to where you want it to be and then put it on your training partners on the mats. Let's get it. All right, so IWT number 1 has 3 parts. Part 1, you'll do 2 rounds of 20 dumbbell deadlifts right into a 2-minute row for max meters. You're going to rest 2 minutes and 30 seconds between rounds. Part 2, you're going to do 2 rounds of 20 dumbbell reverse stepping lunges right into a 2-minute row for max meters. Then you're going to rest 2 minutes and 30 seconds between rounds. Part 3, you're going to do 2 rounds of a 1-minute dead hang from the pull-up bar right into a minute farmer's carry with dumbbells for max distance. All right, so I wanted to touch on strategy real quick. So these are interval style training sessions. You're going to have a work window immediately followed by a rest window. Inside that work window, you're always going to see a movement followed by a cardio piece. When you do these movements, I want you to think about doing them with like perfect technique, very efficient. Try not to push the pace to where you're compromising your technique. Then once you get into the cardio piece is when you can really put the gas pedal down and turn the intensity up high. You're going to get a rest window after that, so really do your best to kind of like leave it all on that cardio piece. If you don't have the recommended cardio piece, so for example in week 1 it's going to ask you guys to row. If you guys don't have access to a rower, you can implement any other cardio piece that you guys have access to. So if you have access to a fan bike, if you have access to be able to run, if you guys have a sled push, if you can do burpees, you can substitute whatever cardio piece that you have access to for the prescribed piece in the training session. Okay. Intensity. We want to maintain the same intensity round after round. I see way too many guys that come out super hot and then they'll die off. So they'll come out at like a 10, and then in the later rounds, their intensity will be at like a 5. Or some guys are just like limp and they can't even like train. So what we're trying to do is stay right underneath our threshold for every single round. And then as we do that, our body's going to get more efficient at sending oxygen to the muscles to recover faster, for us to be able to really have a gas tank that never ends when we're on the mats.